Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. It is online teaching program. Saima Fatma is here to teach you. Tenses are the base in any language. That's why it is very important for the students to learn about the tenses. In level 8, we have done 4 tenses so far. They are present indefinite tense, past indefinite tense, future indefinite tense, and present continuous tense. Today we are going to study past continuous tense. In this video lecture, we will look at the uses of past continuous tense. We will learn how to form affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences in past continuous tense. After learning the rules, we will do the translation exercises of past continuous tense given in English grammar and composition. For better comprehension, keep attentive throughout the lecture and watch it to the end. Let us get started. Past continuous tense is one of the most commonly used tenses. In our daily life, we frequently use this tense. Now we are going to have a look at the demonstration of past continuous tense usage in daily life. Let us watch.
Hey, look who's here! Sis, what a surprise!
Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. Please join me.
How was your day, Julia?
Oh, I had an awful day. It seemed to be such a lovely day at the beginning. I was sitting on the balcony, drinking a cup of coffee. The sun was shining, someone was playing a violin in the street, and I was enjoying a beautiful afternoon. I was feeling hungry, so I decided to make spaghetti. But I realized that I didn't have any tomato sauce. So I went to the grocery store to buy some. After buying a few items, I finally found the tomato sauce. I was reading the label when the jar just slipped out of my hands and fell down. There was glass and red sauce all over the floor and splattered all over my shoes. I looked around and noticed that everyone was staring at me. People were smiling and whispering to each other. Soon I noticed that I was leaving a trail of red footprints through the store. I found a grocery store worker and let him know what I had just done. I offered to help clean it up, but he declined. I was so embarrassed that I wasn't even looking where I was going. And I knocked over a display of chips. I was just standing there in shock. A manager was walking by me that very moment and noticed the mess I had made. I was expecting her to be angry, but she wasn't. She said they would take care of everything. She was smiling. Maybe she was thinking about how clumsy I was.
Oh, poor you, sis! I'm sorry you had to go through this. It was just a bad day.
And there's more. While I was waiting to pay the checkout, I realized I forgot my wallet home. I was mortified.
Oh no. So what did you do?
I apologized and left all my shopping there.
Maybe you're too tired and stressed out. You should take a few days off from work and get some rest.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I called you yesterday at about 8 p.m., but you didn't answer. What were you doing?
You'll never guess what happened yesterday evening. I was sitting in the living room watching TV when I suddenly felt a strong smell of smoke. was coming from the corridor outside our apartment. I opened the door and saw smoke at the end of the corridor. Mrs. Brown lives there. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and ran towards her apartment. I opened the door and there was a big fire. The flames were spreading quickly. I put out the fire as fast as I could. Then I saw Mrs. Brown in the living room. She was lying down on the floor. She was screaming for help.
Help! Help!
She was bleeding. I called the ambulance right away.
Oh, poor Mrs. Brown. Is she okay now?
Yes, luckily she's fine.
But what happened?
It seems that the fire was started by some candles that were burning in the living room. Mrs. Brown was dozing off when the fire started. She woke up and while she was trying to put out the fire, she fell down and broke her arm.
She's really lucky to be alive thanks to you. You're a real hero. And where were you, Isabella, when all that happened? What were you doing?
I was taking a shower. So I didn't notice anything. But when I came out of the bathroom, I felt the smell of smoke and knew something was going on. And I soon found out everything.
I'm glad things turned out fine in the end. I'm so happy to spend such a wonderful evening with my brother and my sister-in-law.
Then is the second use of past continuous tense. An action started before a point in time and probably continued after that. So this tense may show a point in time with expressing an action which began before that point and probably continued after that. Examples are, at 8 he was having his breakfast. We can guess that he started his breakfast before 8. Second example is, at 9 p.m. he was studying. Now we are going to have a look at the uses of past continuous tense. There are 6 main uses of past continuous tense. First one is, at the time of an action in progress another action occurred. This tense shows an action that began earlier and was in progress when another action occurred. Examples are, I was walking down the street when it began to rain. In this sentence, action walking was in progress when it began to rain. Second example is, he was shopping when I saw him in the market. And what is the third use of past continuous tense? Description of past progressive of situation, etc. before something else happened. What does it mean? It means that we use continuous tenses in descriptions. Simple past is also used to show what happened that time. First example is, a wood fire was burning on the hearth and a cat was sleeping in front of it. Here we have used past continuous tense or past progressive tense to describe the past action. Second example is, a girl was playing piano and singing softly to herself. Then is the second use of past continuous tense. An action started before a point in time and probably continued after that. So this tense may show a point in time with expressing an action which began before that point and probably continued after that. Examples are, at 8 he was having his breakfast. We can guess that he started his breakfast before 8. Second example is, at 9 p.m. he was studying. And what is the third use of past continuous tense? Description of past progressive of situation, etc. before something else happened. What does it mean? It means that we use continuous tenses in descriptions. Simple past is also used to show what happened that time. First example is, a wood fire was burning on the hearth and a cat was sleeping in front of it. Here we have used past continuous tense or past progressive tense to describe the past action. Second example is a girl was playing piano and singing softly to herself. And what is the third use of past continuous tense? Description of past progressive of situation etc. before something else happened. What does it mean? It means that we use continuous tenses in descriptions. Simple past is also used to show what happened that time. First example is a wood fire was burning on the hearth and a cat was sleeping in front of it. Here we have used past continuous tense or past progressive tense to describe the past action. Second example is a girl was playing piano and singing softly to herself. Now we are going to discuss the fourth use of past continuous tense, future planning in past. Just as present continuous can be used to express a definite future arrangement as I am leaving for Karachi tonight. In the same way, the past progressive tense or past continuous tense can express this sort of future in the past. Look at these examples. He was busy in packing for he was leaving that night. The decision to leave had been made sometime previously. Second example is he was making all the arrangements as he was getting married in the coming days. And what is the fifth use of past continuous tense? A casual action. What does it mean? It means that this tense can be used in some cases as an alternative to simple past. In such cases, it indicated a more casual action. Look at these examples. I was talking to Kabir the other day. Second example, he was looking at your painting the other day. Then is the last and sixth use of past continuous tense, temporary habits or repeated actions. This tense shows temporary habits or repeated actions. Look at these examples. They were living in a hostel that time. In Sawat, she was taking long walks. Example number 3. He was using my car those days. Example number 4. She was having driving lessons twice a week. Example number 5. Farzana was eating only one meal a day that time. All these sentences show temporary habits or repeated actions in the past. We have learned the uses of past continuous tense. In what situations do we use past progressive or past continuous tense in our daily life? Now we are going to look at the sentence structure of past continuous tense or past progressive tense. Mind it, girls, in all continuous tenses or in all progressive tenses, we always use ing form of verb. If our subject is I, he, she, it, or any singular noun, we use the helping verb was. And if our subject is we, you, they, or any plural noun, we use the helping verb were. So sentence structure in past continuous tense is subject, helping verb was or were, and ing form of verb. So this was the structure of affirmative sentences in past continuous tense. Now we are going to look at the examples of affirmative sentences in past continuous tense. First one, you were telling a story. Second, she was weeping bitterly. Third one, some children were collecting dry leaves. Number 4, the old man was dozing in the room. Number 5, we were listening to the news at noon. In all these sentences, we have used ing form of verb with the subject like you, some children, and we have used the helping verb were, while with the subject like she and the old man, we have used the helping verb was. Then is the structure of negative sentences in past continuous tense. How can we form negative sentences in past continuous or past progressive tense? In order to make negative sentences in past continuous, we use not after the helping verb was or were. So, the sentence structure in past continuous or past progressive tense is subject, helping verb was or were, not an ing form of verb. Look at these examples. Number 1. The boy was not solving the sum. Number 2. We were not traveling together. Number 3. They were not making false promises. Number 4. The government was not releasing him. In all these four sentences, we have used not after the helping verb was or were. Next are the questions or interrogative sentences. How can we make questions or interrogative sentences in past continuous tense? When we want to make questions or interrogative sentences, helping verb was or were come in the beginning of the sentence and in the end we put a question mark. So, sentence structure of questions in past continuous tense is helping verb was or were, subject and ing form of verb. Look at these examples. Was he taking part in the games? Number 2. Were you shivering with cold? Number 3. Was the poor girl crying? Number 4. Were the travelers riding on the horses? In all these examples, we have used helping verb was or were in the beginning of the sentence, and at the end of all these sentences, we have put the question marks. With the subjects like he and poor girl, we have used the helping verb was, whereas with the subjects like you and the travelers, we have used the helping verb were. Next are the interrogative sentences with question words. What would be the structure of interrogative sentences which have some question words in the beginning? If our question or interrogative sentence have the question words like why, when, where, how often, how long, these question words come in the beginning of the sentence before was or were. So the sentence structure of interrogative sentences with question words is question word, helping verb was or were, subject and ing form of verb, and in the end we put a question mark. Examples are why were they walking on foot? Second, where were you roaming about? Number 3, how were they drawing a picture? Number 4, when were they passing through the forest? In all these questions, there are question words like why, where, how, and when. And these question words have been placed in the beginning of the sentence before the helping verb was or were. We have learned the rules. How can we make affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences in past continuous tense? Now we are going to practice these rules. Exercise 1. This exercise is given at page number 100 of English Grammar and Composition. फर्स्ट सेंटेंस, मैं किताब से नकल नहीं कर रहा था. नकल करना कॉपी. आई वॉज नॉट कॉपिंग फ्रॉम द बुक. सेकेंड वन, असलम क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहा था. असलम वॉज नॉट प्लेइंग क्रिकेट. थर्ड सेंटेंस, लड़के गीत नहीं गा रहे थे. द बॉयज वर नॉट सिंगिंग सॉन्ग्स. सेंटेंस नंबर 4, नौकर फर्नीचर को नहीं झाड़ रहा था. झाड़ना डस्ट. द सर्वेंट वॉज नॉट डस्टिंग द फर्नीचर. नंबर 5, मैं आपसे मजाक नहीं कर रहा था. मजाक करना जोक. आई वॉज नॉट जोकिंग विद यू. नंबर 6, पानी की सतह बुलंद नहीं हो रही थी. बुलंद होना राइज. द सरफेस ऑफ वाटर वॉज नॉट राइजिंग. नंबर 7, किसान मार्च में फसल नहीं काट रहे थे. काटना हार्वेस्ट. द फार्मर्स वर नॉट harvesting the crop in March. Number 8, तालिब इल्म कश्ती नहीं चला रहे थे. कश्ती चलाना row. The students were not rowing the boat. So in all these sentences we have used ing form of verb with the helping verb was or were. With the subjects like I, singular noun aslam, servant, and the surface of water, we have used the helping verb was, whereas we have used the helping verb were with the plural noun the boys, the farmers, and the students. Sentence number 9. बहिश्ती पानी नहीं छिड़क रहा था. पानी छिड़कना sprinkle. The waterman was not sprinkling water. Sentence number 10. ड्राइवर कार तेज नहीं चला रहा था. The driver was not driving the car fast. Sentence number 11. दुश्मन दरिया को अबूर नहीं कर रहा था. अबूर करना क्रॉस. The enemy was not crossing the river. Number 12. मैं मुलाजमत के लिए उसकी सिफारिश नहीं कर रहा था. सिफारिश करना recommend. I was not recommending him for the job. Number 13. वो अपने भाई को नहीं मार रहा था. मारना beat. He was not beating his brother. Number 14. नौकर बहाने नहीं बना रहा था. बहाने बनाना make excuses. The servant was not making excuses. Number 15. कई तालिब इल्म मुबाहसे में हिस्सा नहीं ले रहे थे. हिस्सा लेना take part. मुबाहसा debate. Many students were not taking part in the debate. So in all these sentences, again we have used ing form of verb with the helping verb was or were. With the singular subjects like waterman, the driver, the enemy, I, he, the servant, we have used the helping verb was. Whereas with the plural subject like many students, we have used the helping verb were. Now we are going to do second exercise of past continuous tense. This exercise is given at page number 101 of English Grammar and Composition. First sentence. क्या तुम बालों में कंघी कर रहे थे? कंघी करना comb. Were you combing your hair? Second one. वो किसकी जुराबें रफू कर रही थी? किसकी जुराबें? Whose socks? रफू करना darn. Whose socks were they darning? Number 3. क्या वो आग जला रहे थे? आग जलाना light the fire. Were they lighting the fire? Number 4. लड़के आपस में क्यों झगड़ रहे थे? झगड़ना quarrel. Why were the boys quarreling with one another? Number 5. वो किस बैंक में रुपया जमा करवा रहे थे? किस बैंक में? In which bank? रुपया जमा कराना deposit money. In which bank were they depositing money? Number 6. शेर सुबह कहाँ गरज रहा था? गरजना roar. Where was the lion roaring in the morning? Number 7. क्या वो उस्ताद को तवज्जो से सुन रहे थे? Were they listening to the teacher attentively? Number 8. कितने आदमी बाग में जमा हो रहे थे? कितने आदमी? How many people? जमा होना gather. How many people were gathering in the garden? All these sentences are questions. So we have used helping verb was or were in the beginning of the sentence. Some questions have question words like whose socks? Why were the boys? In which bank? Where was the line? How many people? In all these questions, we have put the question words in the beginning of the sentence before the helping verb was or were, and at the end of all these sentences, we have put the question mark. Sentence number 9. बस पर पत्थर कौन फेंक रहा था? Who was throwing stones at the bus? Number 10. डॉक्टर मरीज का मुआयना कहाँ कर रहा था? मुआयना करना examine. Where was the doctor examining the patient? Number 11. आपके मकान की मुरम्मत कौन कर रहा था? मरम्मत करना repair. Who was repairing your house? Number 12. पुलिस जुलूस को क्यों मुंतशिर कर रही थी? मुंतशिर करना, डिस्पर्स, जुलूस, रैली। Why was the police dispersing the rally? नंबर 13, लोग किसका इंतजार कर रहे थे? For whom were people waiting? नंबर 14, क्या लोग जल्दी जल्दी स्टेशन पहुंच रहे थे? Were people reaching the station quickly? नंबर 15, मजदूर काम कब मुकम्मल कर रहे थे? When were the laborers completing their work? With the questions having question words like where, why, whom, or when, we have put these question words in the beginning of the sentences before the helping verb was or were. We have learned the uses of past continuous tense, formation of affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences in past continuous tense. We have practiced the rules, hopefully understood. Your today's home task is do these translation exercises in your neat notebooks. Okay girls, Allah Hafiz.